Man, something's off in Detroit, and it's not just the scoreboard. A veteran was supposed to come back and fix a glaring issue, but now that plan's completely out the window. Meanwhile, Dan Campbell made a bold decision that might raise a few eyebrows, especially with the pressure heating up. And just when fans thought it couldn't get worse, a last-minute update dropped ahead of the Cowboys game. And let's just say, it's not good. Stick around, this roller coaster's just getting started, and the first one's already causing a stir. Just when Lions fans thought they were finally catching a break, bam! The football god said nope. Frank Ragnow, the 4-time Pro Bowl center, the same dude who literally announced he was coming out of retirement this week, is already out again. Done. Finished. Didn't even make it to the field. Why? Grade 3 hamstring strain. That's right. The guy hadn't even laced up yet, and boom, injury wipes out the whole comeback plan. Let that sink in for a second. Detroit was hyped. Ragnow's return was supposed to be the stabilizer this beat-up offensive line desperately needed. Jared Goff's been running for his life lately. Against the Packers, sacked 3 times. Pressured on over 36% of his dropbacks. That ain't sustainable, not with playoff hopes on the line. And to make matters worse, his replacement, Graham Glasgow, missed that same game with a knee injury. So now you're looking at backups of backups. And yeah, that interior line is looking like a patchwork mess. Oh, and let's not forget Christian Mahogany, the rookie LG, who's also on the shelf. So basically, the middle of the Lions' offensive line is made of duct tape and prayer. And that's where Ragnow was supposed to slide back in. Plug and play. Leader in the locker room. Certified monster in the trenches. A guy who left the game early, yeah, but still had gas in the tank. This was the move to turn a weakness back into a strength. Instead, it's just another gut punch in a season full of them. Gut. You start to wonder if there's some kind of voodoo curse hanging over Allen Park. Seriously, this team just can't catch a clean break. Every time it feels like they're building momentum, something like this hits. And timing couldn't be worse. Lions are 7-5, fighting tooth and nail for a playoff spot. They're trailing the 49ers 8-4 for the final NFC wildcard slot, and this Thursday they face the red-hot Cowboys 6-5-1 in a game that could straight up eliminate the loser. This was supposed to be the week they got healthy, the week they bounced back. Instead, it's a fire drill. Again. Ragnow's injury doesn't just sting because of who he is. It hurts because of what he represented. Hope. Hope that the O-line could finally protect Goff. Hope that maybe, the Lions wouldn't have to duct tape their way through December. And that's what makes this so brutal. It wasn't just about one guy. It was about fixing a bigger issue at the perfect time with the perfect guy. But hey, with the Lions, nothing ever comes easy. And if that wasn't enough bad news, Dan Campbell just made a call that's got the fan base split. And it's about something that could seriously impact how this offense performs down the stretch. Alright, here's the deal. Dan Campbell is sticking to his guns. Despite all the noise, all the pressure, and all the inconsistent results lately, he's keeping the play calling duties for himself. That's right. When asked if he was thinking about handing it back to OC John Morton, Campbell basically said, yeah, I've thought about it, and nah, I'm good. His exact words, I think it's the right thing to do right now. Now, let's be real. This move is gonna raise some eyebrows, because ever since Campbell took over the offensive calls in Week 10, it's been a roller coaster. First game, absolute fireworks. 44 points against Washington, no punts. Goff looked like he was back in MVP conversations, but since then, inconsistent. One week, it's 27 points. Next week, it's 9. The spark's there, but it's flickering. And with the Cowboys game right around the corner, this offense doesn't have time to mess around. This is crunch time, win or fade. Now, to be fair, Campbell's not ignoring the struggles, especially on the other side of the ball, the pass rush. Yeah, let's talk about that real quick. 1 sack in the last 2 games. 1. And it took overtime against the Giants for Hutchinson to even get that one. That's not good. Campbell broke it down pretty honestly. He said most of it comes down to timing. Opposing QBs like Jordan Love are getting the ball out lightning fast. Quick reads, fast releases, not giving Detroit's edge guys time to get home. But he also admitted something else. On the few plays where they did have time to get there, they still didn't. That's the part that stings. His message: win your one-on-ones. Be disruptive. Stop letting the QB get comfy. Doesn't matter if the ball's coming out quick. Well, when you've got the window, you have to take it. So yeah, Campbell's doubling down. He's betting on himself to steer this thing, both offensively and with his defense getting it together up front. It's bold. It's risky. And with everything on the line this week, it better work.